I was anxious. I was extremely nervous, and I was honestly hoping that the test was wrong, all 7 of them. I was looking for something or someone to tell me that I was going to be okay with the news that I only knew about. I wanted to go see my doctor, my natural doctor, and she was booked for 2 weeks. And I was talking to one of my peers, and I just let it out, and I told her, I'm pregnant, it's positive, what am I gonna do? And then all the things started running through my mind of pro-choice and being able to be my own woman and still take control or take back my life, if that makes sense. And I decided I was gonna get an abortion. When I was sitting in the waiting room, I was just like, what have I done? I was really angry with myself because I felt honestly like I'd ruined my life. I was ashamed because I hadn't told anybody, and I wasn't planning on telling anyone, and I was also confused. I didn't know what I really wanted to do. It just seemed like the right thing to do was to have this abortion, and so I had to stick to something. So I was kind of balancing off and on what I wanted, and I didn't know. I was a mess. I was a mess. I remember meeting with Edna Wilson, and she said to me the thing that I think I needed to hear is, we are going to love you. And I needed to hear that because I was really ashamed, and I was just really like a wreck. And for her, to tell me, and I didn't know this woman, and she told me that, she was going to love me. That was really, really important for me, and it made me feel secure in something. And I felt like I could just then open up to her and spill all of my emotions on what I really felt and where I really was in my life. Oh, so I watched this video on women talking about abortions because that was my first choice, and it was just these stories of these women talking about how the abortion changed their lives, not just physically, but more so emotionally, how empty they felt. And I planned to have kids, just not now. It wasn't a part of my life schedule. And when I heard these stories of them, and they were devastated. I mean, some have had children after, and they are still empty inside, and they regretted what they felt. And the ones that couldn't, they missed out on their blessings. And I knew that it couldn't be me. I couldn't go that route anymore. The sonogram sealed the deal for me. My baby was like this big. He was like this tiny little spectrum of hope and this unnamed beauty, in a sense. It was poetic. And I saw his heart beating on the screen. And I mean, I went from, I don't want this baby, it's just a fetus, it's just cells put together, to talking to my child on the screen, and feeling really protective over him or her, and knowing that there's life growing inside. I mean, that sonogram changed my life. I went from just Candice to mom. I'm a mom. Coming to this center, Mid-Cities Pregnancy Center, it's not about just making these decisions on your own. You have a lot of support here. Women that call you, they call you after your visits just to see how you're doing. They care, and they sincerely love you all the way through everything. Thank you. I mean, to everybody that has given these gifts, you guys are giving more than money. You guys are giving love. What these women do in the center is priceless. I personally thank you from the bottom of my heart for introducing me to an additional part of family to me. I promise you, I did not want a child. I didn't know what I was going to do with a child. I didn't think I was ready. I felt like I was too young, immature, irresponsible, and I was going to give up a lot of my freedom, my life, my time. And having a baby is God's gift. Don't let anybody, including yourself, tell you anything different. This is your gift. Take care of it, nurture yourself. And I promise you, I give you my word that blessings will come pouring in. They will. That's all.